Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. I'm here with Mike Tobin today, and we will be calling the game between the Canterbury Inferno and the Dunedin Thunder Women. Manawatia Matariki, welcome to everybody enjoying a 3-day weekend here in New Zealand and abroad. It's New Year's time, and it is time for another round of action between these two teams. Yesterday's game was a thriller. Let me throw up the new standings. Take a look at that, and you see that the Canterbury Inferno came up with the regulation win yesterday, 4-3. And because of that, they're now in third place, and that's all important for the standings going into the playoffs. Mike, pretty good game yesterday.
Absolutely, yeah, it was a great game. Good result as well. Canterbury keeping the pressure on late in the third to get a win.
And it looks like another defensive battle today with the same two goaltenders between the pipes. Who else is starting today?
So we have Lucy Thomas in net. For the forwards, we have Jess Royale, number 26, Cameron Linton, number 3, Leah Milenkovic, and in defense we have Rebecca Lilly and number 12, Hannah Cross. For the Inferno, we have in net Sarah Morgalis. In defense, we have starting Megan Gardner and number 24, Millie Smith. For the forwards, we have Stephanie Covison, Stephanie Pratchett in centre, and number 14, Lucy Jane Hart.
And here we go with Covison coming up the ice, and she gets a breakaway and a shot. Oh, and that's a great save by Thomas. She fumbled the puck there for just a moment, but it looks like she was in control of it there. Let's take a look and see if we've got that one on replay. As that comes in quickly for Thomas, she gets Covison, yesterday's game winner, on a turnaround and another backhand chance, but this time it was a pass, and she just keeps that out. They go for the face-off. The Thunder win it, and we're back with Hortop Blair trying to get that away, but it goes through the crease, chance, and another shot. Biergaard trying to get through there, and that goes off to Emma Kloss into the corner. And now the Thunder have it. They break out. It's Goyle up the right, but she has it pilfered away. Godfrey with a forward toss. Goes all the way to Thomas, and she decides to close the glove on it and get a face-off.
Yeah, great opening sequence by the Inferno on that one, getting some early pressure on them.
It'll be Kloss to take this one against Mullender. And face-off won by the Inferno. Godfrey trying to throw that in, didn't get much on it, but a pass in front and trying to get a one-timer. Didn't quite connect on that one, but another good opportunity. That was Gordon that couldn't quite connect on it. She had one yesterday as well. That one goes to Goyle. Coming in the zone and looking for help in the middle. Can't find any, and it's Godfrey with the puck now. Trying to get that back out. Biergaard And that's going to come out to Gordon. Gordon's one-on-one. She's trying to get through and can't do it. It's Sam getting to that quickly. Collision in the corner. And that puck comes back out to neutral. Goodman throwing it in and chasing it down with 4 Inferno players coming after her. But she holds on to it long enough to get the change, gives it to Lily at the point, sends it in deep. And now the Thunder go collect it. Harris with it for a minute, now to Power. Power throws it in the corner, back to Anderson. Anderson trying to sweep it back out, but that doesn't stay in the zone. They have to go chase it. And the Inferno hold back, wait for Lily to see what she's going to do. She passes it. Harris gives it up to Goodman, gains the zone, comes in on the right side, looking for a pass, but holds on to it, goes around the cage, takes a shot at Morgulis, and she holds on to it for a stop in play.
Yeah, sneaky little wraparound play there by the Thunder, trying to slip it in around under the skate.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that's I think the third time that's been tried this weekend. 0 for 3 so far, but
yeah,
everybody trying to get around the cage to try to get a shot. Linton with it for a moment. Milenkovic trying to dig it out, but that's one away by Kovacin. She still has it for a moment. Giving up to Gardner. Gardner coming in and through a couple of players. Grabs the puck out of the corner, but can't move it around yet. Cross pinning her in. Patchett trying to get it out. No help at the point there. No, Smith is and was behind a linesman for me, and then takes a shot, and that gets held by Thomas.
Yeah, both teams look like they're going with yesterday's game plan of getting it low and then moving it up high for a shot on net.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was really the first and third periods where they did that, but the second they changed up. We'll see if that happens again today, but so far you're right. Strategy is go deep, go chase it, pull it back out for a shot. A couple of chances there for the Inferno. That second one more of a shot pass off the backboard, but the Thunder come away with it. Mullender with it on the right side. She goes up the boards, goes all the way to the corner. Godfrey trying to take her off the puck there. Finally does that. It gets pushed along the kick plate and goes into the far corner. Gordon with it there. And now Godfrey getting it out. He chases on. It won't go for icing. It's not that far. Sam's got it, and the Inferno make a couple of changes. Thunder working that puck out. And Eccleton has it now. Sends it around to Biergaard. And Anderson puts it right back in. That's onside. Goodman kicking it over to Anderson, but Anderson still has it. Takes a shot, but the stick was picked up just in time by Eccleton. Lily's got to chase it. Couldn't hold it in at the point. They make some more changes for the Inferno, and the Thunder come back looking to break this one out. Instead of cross-ice pass, that one from trying to get to Harris, but that's going to go for icing. And that'll keep the Thunder players out there while the Inferno get a good chance in the offensive zone. So 4 minutes in, and the long game's still on today, Mike. That's definitely the strategy.
Yep. Inferno pressing hard in the forecheck, committing 2 men to that last sequence. So
Eccleton winning that face-off to Shattuck. Goes deep, and a puck going into the crease. Nothing really effective at Thomas, and now the Thunder break out with it. Harris gets that taken away from her. Goes back to Lily at the point. Lily with a wrister. A deflection, a broken stick out there. And just fight for it behind there. It's Milenkovic with a chance, and that goes through the crease begging. Inferno now have it deep in the corner, trying to get it out. Gordon pinned into the glass there. Shattuck trying to get it now. Or sorry, that was Zhang in there. That was just fought for in that corner for several seconds. And now Linton has it on the other side as it's rimmed around. That goes into the crease area between the slot, and nobody can connect with it for the Thunder. So they're going to go for a line change. The Inferno get some fresh legs out there as the Thunder try to replicate that offensive strategy. Milenkovic trying to pass that into the slot area again. And this time Morgulis holds on to it for a stop.
Yeah, some silky hands by Milinkovic coming through the neutral zone.
Yeah, very talented player, and just moving, really just taking it off the boards and trying to center that puck. You can see the Thunder want to get it off the offensive boards. And there's a shot by Sam that doesn't get through. Gardner with it. It goes around to Smith. And again, it's pinned in on those boards. Thunder trying to get it out in the middle. Sam has it. Wrister is deflected, goes to the back boards. As that skated around, the puck gets deflected and stolen away. It's a chance there for Kovacin, but not a good one. She was behind the player, but she is fighting hard there. Grabbed the puck. The puck's now on the back of the net, and they get a stoppage in play for that thing to be pulled out of the webbing behind the net.
Yes, great offensive pressure there by Kovacin to get that face-off down in the offensive zone.
This one taken by Kloss. Doesn't get that one. Cross has it for the Thunder, but that comes in on net quickly. Stabbed at. Thomas up for the task as she's up against the pipe there. Nobody getting anything through there. Cross moving it behind again, and Goodman. But that another give up there, and Thomas has had to be sharp. That's several shots that have been close. Not a whole lot of high velocity shots, but the Inferno ready to stuff one home if Thomas isn't there. And it's been a trend so far in the first 7 minutes or 6.5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, great movement of the puck down low and pressure.
And face-off won by the Inferno and a shot, but it doesn't get through, and it's turned around by Ryle. Ryle brings it in, doubled up on that wall as she comes through, and it'll be Godfrey looking for the outlet pass. Picked off at neutral, but Kovacin out there again, taking it away. And that's Hart chasing that puck. But now the Thunder in control. Cross has it. Another long pass, but that's intercepted at the blue line. Does come back out as it's kicked around. Milinkovic has it, gains the zone 1-on-2. Takes a shot that's deflected, doesn't get on to net. And comes back out with the Inferno. Some puck possession issues at the moment. Lily sending it back in deep. And the Inferno looking for that long stretch pass. Nobody home. Given back to Lily, and the Thunder reset. Long pass through Mullender. Picked off her stick and turned around. And it's Sam with it now. Passes it forward, pinched in at the point, and comes right back at him. Lily's going to have to pull that one off the boards. Forecheck chases that down. 4 in the zone there for the Inferno, but it does come out. And it's going to be Shattuck chasing down the puck. She's behind the cage and looking for an outlet. She goes to her left. That's stolen away for a moment. Mullender loses it out of the zone, though, and the Thunder have to reset. Lily with it, sending it back. Gives it up. Eccleton sending it forward, gives it up. And then that's picked off. Langman for a moment there. I don't think Langman had any ice time yesterday, but now Lily throwing it deep and going for the line change. That one comes out quickly. May go for icing depending, and indeed it does. Icing on the Inferno. We're going to stop, and no change for the Inferno, of course.
Yeah, Dunedin Thunder starting to clog up that neutral zone to stop Canterbury gaining the zone. So interesting to see if they keep that pressure on.
It'll be interesting to see if they start skating through the middle third now, because the passes just aren't connecting to the Inferno.
No, they're not there. They're getting picked up.
But on the flip side, the Thunder are having a hard time connecting anything in the offense. So it's whoever starts clicking first seems like they'll get the first good chances. Morgulis with a good save there. I don't think that was on target, but she's in the right spot. That goes out to Cross. Cross can't hold on to it. They have to chase it down. It's a foot race. Biergaard's going to get there first. No, Cross gets to the puck. And that's picked off by Gordon for just a moment, but given back to the Thunder. They flip it out to center ice. Milinkovic with it now. Milinkovic with a shot. That goes over the crossbar. Gardner picking away at it here. Goodman with the physicality for the Thunder. And that puck goes past Gordon and turned over. No, she's going to take it for a moment. At least it gives the Inferno a chance to change some players. And Milenkovic again on that left side in the half boards. Some players finding the ice slippery today. It's a cold one today here in Christchurch. Even the building's particularly cold today. That goes into the crease. Sits in front of Morgulus for a minute, but then it's sent out by Gardner. And Gardner forces that out of the corner. And that's Kovison with the long pass. Going to Patchett. Patchett can't hold on to it. She forces it forward. Goes out to center ice. And Barnett gives it up. Goes to Kovison again. Up to the right point. Shot in, not on target. It goes around the boards. Thunder have it. They're looking to move it out, but it's Godfrey there that keeps that in the zone for the moment. Now Kovison going around to the half boards again. Godfrey. Pass through space, goes into the corner. Hart there first. Hart trying to hold on to it. Thunder looking for the long pass. Does it get out? It does not. It stays in the zone. Eccleton keeping it in. And once again, Eccleton, she's knocked over. Arm stays down on that one from Ryle. And now it's Power trying to get that out. It goes a long ways. They're looking for an icing, and they are going to get that. They're icing on the Thunder, so they're going to have to stay out. And another chance for the Inferno to press here a little bit on the offense.
Yeah, they're going for a line change as well, so we'll see a stronger line come out for the Inferno.
They'll set up on the left side here, and it'll be Kloss to take. Thunder looking around a little bit. And that's going to be a warning. Now everybody's set outside of the circle. And that's one by Biergaard, and then that shot by Shattuck goes deflecting high over the crossbar. Thunder have it. Sam with it. Sam looking to escape. They do. It goes out to neutral, and it's Milenkovic again. Milenkovic coming in with some speed. Milenkovic with a chance. Takes the shot.
Great
and
save.
A good save there. Good. Morgulus with a reach on that one. Let's see if we've got that one.
It was a good read by Morgulus there. Sticks with her. Strong push across the crease to make the save.
Good work there. We're back in play. And that comes around for Mullender. Passed into the crease. It comes back out. Another shot, and that goes just right. Mullender not on target there. Cross with a long slap shot. It was let through. Morgulus with a save. Goes into the corner. Mullender. Mullender looking. Mullender with a wrist shot, and save and hold by Morgulus.
Yeah, Canterbury giving Dunedin Thunder a little bit too much room in that defensive zone.
And just at the same time, I think you've got a kind of the third line out there for that particular run. So it'll be interesting if the changes here.
Yeah, they'll line one out now.
Yeah, that's the, we'll see if that escapes. Allows for an escape. Kovison with it after they win the faceoff. They do exactly that. It goes out to center ice. Give it up to Hortop Blair. And Vernal's got it. They're going to take that in. The Thunder with a shot. Oh, and that bounced away. Bit of a rebound. But no harm there. And it goes out to the half boards on the near side. That puck comes out. Sam with it for a moment. Hortop Blair has it now. Bit of a stop on the wall, and the Inferno have them pinned in a little bit. They get the puck sent back, but it'll be the Thunder being able to move out. Good individual move there. Mullender with it. Mullender coming around, waiting for help. She gets a deflection. Lily's coming in, and Lily holds on to that puck. Backhanded pass, chance. That one goes wide. Thunder cycling that offense right now, and it goes back to Lily at the far point. She sends it deep. Mullender picks it up. Mullender skating back, gets hit. That puck stays close as it hits a player, but the Inferno able to take it out. Then it's going to be sent right back in. The pressure stays on. Gardner with it, sending it out of the zone again. So the Thunder do at least have to get out of the zone. It will not go for an icing here, I don't think.
No.
And the Thunder continuing with puck control. They've had it for quite a bit in the last couple of minutes. Still moving it forward, but that's bounced away. Goodman now takes it in, and that was offside as the Thunder entered.
Yeah, number 13 just a step over the blue line there. Got picked up coming back in.
So the offense a little slower to show itself today, Mike.
Yeah, the Inferno are struggling to get out of their zone, just giving Thunder too much room, too much time on the puck, and they're not getting in those passing lanes. And the Thunder looking for people in the middle for tips and shots.
Bit of a goalie equipment sort, and now we're ready to go. Face off won by the Inferno. Godfrey sending it across the ice, and the Inferno getting it just out of the zone now. Cross turning it around, picked up by Godfrey, sent in and around to the far corner, and it'll be Kloss there first. She can't keep it in on the skate. Inferno with it halfway out. Godfrey again gets that lane picked off. Biergaard trying to get that away, but it's Ryle that comes away with it. She comes in on the right side, and that puck's given up. It goes out to Gordon.
Another neutral zone turnover there. Be interesting to keep a count on those.
That puck dug away by 5 players there, and it does go out to the Inferno behind the net, and they try to get that out of the zone. They do here, but immediately turned back over to the Thunder. Milenkovic with it again. She passes it forward to Mullender. Mullender holding on to it as Milenkovic goes off the ice, and that goes out of the zone. Mullender has to reset, and that's going to be a call there. As it was looks like a trip coming up against the Inferno.
Not a great change for the Inferno there either.
Well, they're going to get away with it. Let me see if I've got this out at center ice. Just by chance, there's a hit right there. And that's going to be, that collision will be the 2-minute penalty coming up for interference. And that is on Stephanie Patchett. So maybe the first chance of offense today. It's the first special teams. There were a lot of penalties yesterday relative to the games that we've seen. And now it's the Thunder 5-on-4 for 2 minutes.
Yeah, Canterbury have to be careful here, especially with the way the Thunder have been moving the puck around.
Back to Vernal. And that goes out of the zone. They'll have to reset. Lilly with the puck. Thunder looking to carefully establish their offense. Hart out a little higher on the forecheck now. And that one slammed right back out. Inferno getting a chance to get Biergaard back on the ice. And more forechecking there as Hart is killing a lot of time off this 2-minute penalty. Back to Lilly behind the cage. She's holding on to it. Hart backs off. Milenkovic looking for it, but she doesn't get it. It's going to go out to Goodman. Goodman with the dump in, and that is offside, so they're going to have to let that one go. Puck comes all the way back out. Ryle's got it. They're still offside, and now they clear it as Milenkovic was deep in the zone, and now they come in onside. Sam has it, takes a wrister. That goes into Morgula. She drops it and then gets a stop as she slams the puck on the ice. And we're down to 46 seconds on the power play.
Yeah, the key to a good penalty kill is to apply a good amount of pressure and outwork your opponent. So good forechecking by Lucy there.
Linton to take this one, but it's the Inferno with it for a moment. Now a shot and a good save. Morgulus in a good spot there. And that was the most dangerous chance for the Thunder so far. They continue with it. Sam in the corner, and now that's sent the length of the ice. Godfrey with a good defensive play and getting rid of it. 30 seconds to go here for the Thunder to get something going here. The one good chance, but nothing on the board for either team. Still 0-0. Kovison throwing it back in. Kovison staying on the forecheck, being a pest again. And the Thunder thinking about this a long time. They're down to 5 seconds. The penalty is going to expire about now. And that's taken away. Gordon gets rid of it. Doesn't go the length of the ice. Thunder have it, but they have to back out with Cross. Cross chucks it in. Picked up by the Inferno. Goes out to Godfrey. Tipped away. And now a chance to move the puck up the ice. Patchett up the left side. Gordon with it. Takes the shot. Glove save. Thomas has it. And Thomas looking for the whistle and gets it finally. You see this one as it comes in.
The Inferno getting some movement through that neutral zone finally, instead of getting shut down.
Now see this as it comes in. Thomas showing the glove. And face off won by the Thunder, and Milenkovic with it, and she's going to come out to neutral and skate through. She's got 2-on-4 at the moment, looking for a pass. Instead, that goes to Margulis, and she gloves it and gets the save as traffic was coming quickly. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Still 0-0, nothing on the boards yet. These two teams very evenly matched, and yesterday's match was mostly a defensive struggle, but at times there was offensive stretches where it was just back and forth play. We haven't really seen much of that today. The adjustments have been made. Smith with it. Pass forward, and then back out of zone. Gordon couldn't hold on to that one. Picked up by Gardner. Gardner throws it in. Goes deep behind the net to Hortop Blair, and it comes out of the zone. It'll be Smith with it for a moment, then it's passed out to Kloss. Then given out, Goyle was going to get there on the puck. Thunder have it deep, but it's taken away. Gordon getting it out. Move to Smith. Smith gets it taken away from Vernal, or by Vernal. Now to Patchett. Patchett up to Kovison. Dumps it forward. Patchett trying to chase it down. And she's going to get a chance. Backhand shot. That's knocked away by Thomas. And it comes out. Cross getting it out of the zone, but it's turned over. Shattuck can't clear it. Shot. And a low one. Goyle trying to tip that one. Probably another dangerous chance for the Thunder, but they can't quite connect it yet. And with a minute to go here in the first period, we're still scoreless. Hart chasing this one down in the corner. Cross playing her off that, but Hart keeps it. In front, chance by Eccleton. It's taken away from her. Goes out to the blue line, a shot comes in. Hart and Cross fight for it. Cross gets the puck for the moment. Goes out to neutral. And Hodge has it. 30 seconds to go. Pass forward. Kovison can't quite get to it. Powers got it now, trying to get rid of it. Kovison stealing it away for another moment. Goes back to the Inferno. Barnett kind of hits the deck quickly there with a skate and a stick behind her there, but the arm stays down. It was a just kind of digging it out, and we are out of time here in the first period. 0-0 after one. One of the more unusual score lines in a building these dimensions. Usually you see a lot of goals, and this one has once again turned into a defensive fest.
It was a great period, actually. I'd give that period to the Thunder, though. I think the Thunder really controlled that puck, especially the neutral zone. A lot of turnovers by the Thunder in the neutral zone, which translated into offensive pressure, keeping Inferno tight in their end zone for extended periods. So Inferno really need to work out how to get some puck movement and some speed through that neutral zone so they can get some offense on and maintain some pressure.
Yeah, I think that was, if possession is the stat that you're looking for, there's no doubt whatsoever the Thunder won that statistic as far as total possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the other part of it is possession doesn't do a thing until you turn it into opportunities. And those were more even.
No, that's right. And they did. Each of them had great opportunities. Inferno with some strong opportunities at the beginning of the period. Unlucky to not get a few tip-in goals that would have completely changed the scoreline. But like, as you said, the goaltending the difference this period.
So that's the story for the first period. We're going to go to a break here and come back with the under 12s here in about 8 minutes. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz.
Stop.
Manawatia, Matariki. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice. We're still at first intermission between the Canterbury Inferno and the Dunedin Thunder Women. And what you're witnessing now is, of course, the Under-12s, the Super League. Oh, nice goal there. Today we have players from the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association's Under-12 Super League competing during this intermission with the Flash in the red jerseys. And I'm pretty sure that's the Hulks in the green jerseys. Yes, it is. And if you have a kid that might be interested in giving hockey a try, the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association has a Learn to Play program that offers a free trial session, gear included, for children interested in giving it a go. And to learn more, just Google Canterbury Ice Hockey Association and visit the website, which is at ciha.org.nz. Oh, there's another one. Good goal, number 13. Well done. We're going to leave these guys on camera here for a little bit. Actually, they're about done, and we will be back. Well, no, they're not done. So as soon as they finish up here, we will break away for a moment and bring you second period action here at the Alpine Ice. 0-0 the score between the Inferno and the Thunder. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart at harcourtsgold.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice. It's time for the second period. Thunder Women 0, Canterbury Inferno 0. We're about to get ready for more action here, face-off at center ice. And we're back underway with Kloss on the puck and the Inferno with it. That's given up to Lily. Long changes, of course, in the second period. We'll see if that affects anything. We've been surprised every period so far. That's offside, even though the shot was taken. Goodman was a little bit late there. Mike, that's another period where things just changed entirely. We just don't know what the teams are going to come out with strategically. First period yesterday, fast. Second yesterday, defensive. Third period, fast and long passes. First period today, just kind of a bit of a defensive battle.
Yeah, I think we're going to see things open up a bit in the second, to be fair. I think both teams will push for a goal, and it'll open the game up.
Well, that puck goes around the backboards, and it'll be collected by Gardner, and that goes out. And it's Patchett coming up the left side, pushes the puck forward into the zone, gets to the goal line. Power knocking her off that puck for a moment. Patchett still has it, looks for the pass, goes out to Godfrey on the right side. Low shot, and that's a redirection that surprised Thomas. She was not ready for that, and it goes just over the crossbar. Hard in front, and that doesn't connect. And now Milenkovic gives up the puck, but gives it to Sam, and she's going to look up for Linton to pass it out to neutral. Going cross ice, but gives it up, and it'll be Gardner again in that red helmet, getting that puck, and the Inferno have it. 3 on the forecheck, make that 4 in the zone there for the Thunder as they pressed for a moment, and now they go for a change. At least one change there, and puck goes into the skates of the referee for a moment. Picked up by Kovison. Kovison skating through, takes 2, gets a shot off. That goes in front of Thomas. Thomas jumps on it and gets a stop. We'll take a look at that one if we can. That's just good work from Kovison yesterday. She had the game-winning goal yesterday with a lot of options in front of her when that happened. We'll jump back to play here. Inferno win that face-off. They dump it deep into the zone. Shot, and that goes high and just over the bar again. Maybe a little off target. Barnett throwing it deep. And they still fight for it. That puck just sitting there on the ice. It's a little wet, so it doesn't move as much. That goes up against the board. Barnett throwing it back in. Gordon tagging up onside. Vernal's got it. The Thunder looking to move it out of their own zone. And Hortop Blair with a hard time getting it away from any of the Inferno. Another wraparound chance. 2 shots. 3. The puck was never kind of jumped on, but they got an early unfortunate whistle. And that stops play for the Thunder.
Yeah, unfortunate for the early whistle there with the puck still bouncing around.
So we'll go back to the face-off dot, and the Inferno with the initiative here in the first 2 minutes of the second period. Eccleton to take this one for the Inferno. Loses that one to the Thunder there. Power's got it. Power behind the cage. Loses it for a moment. Langman trying to chase that down. Lily has it again. Lily looking. And Lily walking it out herself. Long pass up to Harris. Can't hold on to it. Turned back around by Shattuck, and it goes out of the zone. Another race for the puck there as Power knocks it away to Anderson. Anderson taking it herself, passing it into the zone, leaving it for Harris. That's a tough hit there on Zhang. And it's the Inferno breaking out for the moment. Shattuck with it still. Shattuck taking it the length of the ice, and a backhanded shot to goal!
Good.
What a shot! And that caught Thomas looking the wrong way.
I think it just rode up her stick there. She had it covered, but I think it just bounced up off her stick.
Well, let's take a look. Shattuck coming back in, has to turn around, slams on it. That might be a redirection. I'm not sure if that was redirected or not, but we'll see. Anyway, it doesn't matter how it got behind Thomas. It's 1-0 for the Inferno, and we'll let the scorekeepers figure out who gets credit for that one. but a great chance. And finally, after some sustained offense, a good chance for the Inferno gets paid off.
Yeah, so the goal should go to number 3, Shattuck, I'd imagine, because she was the shooter. So.
And the Inferno moved that one forward, past Hart. And that's going to go for icing.
By number 32, Tessa Langman.
Yeah, it was Tessa Langman. They're giving the deflection credit there. So obviously first assist to Shattuck because of that, but they, at least at the moment, that's how they've scored it. And 1-0 the score for the Inferno. They're playing off this icing here. Shot, that's deflected but not on target. Another chance in front. Kloss with it. And another. It's just they're jumping on that whistle awfully quick. We'll show it again. We can talk player safety or whatever, but that puck once again was in front of Thomas, and she was not on top of it, and she's well out of her crease.
So they generally blow it if they lose sight of the puck, but
yeah. But in that case, they still stop play, and whatever the reason is, they stop play. That's how it works.
Yeah.
A shot on Morgulis, an easy one there by Goyle, and we get a stop. They drop that puck. The Inferno have it. Godfrey skating it around, passes it forward, goes out of the zone, goes to Lily. Lily halfway up, passes it backwards, looking to get that moving. Goyle's got it, passes it forward, comes in offside, and she still plays it. Offside's the call. And we'll have another face-off outside the zone.
Yeah, the Thunder really have some great movement of the puck in the neutral zone to open up their zone entries. So that's definitely something that's going to become a factor later on in the game.
Well, it's interesting from a strategic point of view. Are you looking, because if you have good movement through the central third, but you're still playing a dump and chase situation, are you giving up that advantage because by the time you've thrown it in, you've allowed the defense to come back? We'll have to see how it plays out here, but right now the Inferno are chasing it out on the defensive side. We'll talk about it the next break we can, I promise. It's an interesting conversation. That one goes around to Godfrey. Halfway up. Godfrey still fighting for it. Goes around behind the goal again into the near corner here. Barnett moving it. Barnett with it again. That's intercepted. Shot off target by Goodman. Godfrey with it. Godfrey spins it around, goes as far as the point, stays in. Deflection and a good shot there. And a glove save by Morgulis as that point shot was redirected pretty close to her.
Yeah, she was pretty unhappy with number 28 for something. A little bit of a flyby on her. Gave her a wee tap as she passed.
Thunder to take this one deep in the zone, but it's the Inferno that have it. Shattuck getting it out. They gain the zone, and Kovison comes in, and Hart was a little bit in front of the line, and they call it off for an offsides. I think we've had 3 offsides already in this period, and we didn't have, I think, but 1 in the entire first. So there you go.
Yeah, they're trying to get over that blue line too quickly.
Point of emphasis, I'm sure, as they talked in the locker room there. Patchett with it, gives it up to Power. Power has it. Sends it backwards, but to the Inferno. In front, chance! And that goes through the slot, or through the crease there for a moment, but nobody can get a shot off. Thomas gets away with that one. And that one's in front, and oh, that's close. She was really close to the goal line there, Thomas was, as she had backed into that goal. Let's see if we can take a look at that one. She struggles to get it away that first time. It comes right back in. And she's backing into the goal quite a bit here. No, maybe not as much as it looked like up front. Face-off won by the Inferno. Shot. That one's deflected. Thomas knocks it away with a kick save. Gordon with it. Gordon trying to get it in front. Sits there for a moment. Now the Thunder break away with it. They've got a chance to move this one, but they give it up. It's going to be a 2-on-3 if they can. Now Milenkovic with a shot. Good defense. Patchett taking up that zone area and in the right spot for that. She's spun around. Milenkovic with it again. Thunder looking a little bit more dangerous in this possession. Linton with it, but gets it taken off of her. And now they move it off of Gordon. Won't go for an ice here. All sorts of players over the boards. And that's Cross trying to take that out of the zone. She walks it out. Skating up the right side now. All three players for the Thunder on that right side. And the Inferno take it away. That's Eccleton backhanding it out. Taken away now. And they have to reset. That's sent halfway up, and Lilly getting possession. Looking for the outlet. Goes to Vernal. Now Gardner getting it back out. Heads up. Puck stays in play as that spinner went flying up. And the Inferno trying to get an offense set up. Langman trying to get the puck out of the zone. Thunder doing a good job keeping that puck deep and just kind of cycling through and causing problems, just not connecting anywhere. Mullender with it. Mullender goes behind the net again. Boyle chasing it. This one comes out. They have to reset. Anderson takes it. Anderson in the zone, comes right back out. Langman fighting to keep that one out. And Mullender skating around, looking for a pass. Anderson hops the puck. It's going to go down to Smith. Goodman just out of the box, or out of the line there. It's had to be careful not to have too many players on the ice. Now it's Sam with it. A little bit too hard on the pass. Patchett leaves it. Smith taking it out of the zone again, chasing it down, trying to move it forward. They make it into the offensive zone, the Inferno do. They throw it deep, Hart with it. A couple more changes. Kovison and Hart over on that right side. Hart sends it back around. Kovison chasing it down. Gets there but can't keep the puck in. That's deflected to the side. And Kovison gets it back, brings it in the zone, flips it forward. Thomas doesn't play that. Bit passive on that, but the defense was there. Kloss taken down in a heap there. The arm stays down. Might have just been bad positioning there, but she got smashed into the board. And she's back up, has the puck, takes the shot. It's deflected. Thunder get it back out. Godfrey with it, passes it to Barnett. Back to Godfrey. Up the boards, Goodman now. Back to Godfrey. Flips it forward, Hart chasing. Hart and Power get there. Power's got it. Comes out a little bit to Biergaard. To the point. Godfrey with a shot. Stays behind. Kloss swings at it, goes in front. Chance for a split second there. Milenkovic not able to get rid of it. Shot, and that goes to the side. Looked like Gordon with that chance. He's almost on target. But as they do when they come from the left side, they swing around and hit the board. They come out quickly. Gordon chasing this one down in the corner. Linton there. Linton presses it. And that one goes out high to Shattuck. Eccleton can't keep it in the zone there. Shattuck throwing it back forward. Now it's turned around. Ryle with it. Ryle's coming in on the zone, on the blue line. Takes a shot. It does not get through, but they still have the offense going on the Thunder side for the moment. Milenkovic sending it to the other side. Linton with it. Gordon trying to get it away from Lily. Lily holding on to it. Just keeps her pinned out away from the puck, but it goes behind, and now the Inferno able to clear the zone. Extended period of play with no whistle here. A chance that goes to the side. A lifted stick and an inaccurate shot for the Thunder. Lily with it. And again, a bit of a messed up shift change by both teams, but the Thunder have the advantage at the moment. A shot and a goal, and that's exactly what it came down to. The Inferno had a bad line change there, and the shift for the Thunder, well, they got back out there on the puck quickly and made the Inferno pay.
Yeah, it was a 4-on-1 there, actually. Yeah.
So as you can see, the Inferno going in and out of the ice there. You can see all four players for the Thunder coming up quickly, and a pass and shot. And Morgulus left out to dry there a little bit. So 1-1 the score with 8 minutes to go. A quick chance here by Kovison. Shot, and that's knocked down. And another whistle with the puck out. That's 4 so far.
Four early whistles here.
Let's see if we can just see the last part of that there. But again, that puck still out and still, and it's just.
That was well in play too. It wasn't even near the goaltender.
So the, I mean, there's clearly an incentive to, stop play whenever there's a chance to, when you don't see the puck. But it's been unfortunate. A couple of them haven't worked out that way. Not for not trying. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not an easy job at any stage, but it's happened a lot today. Smith to Gardner. Oh, and I should mention it's happened on both ends of the ice too, so it's not. I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but Hart with it. No icing there. She skates backwards. Goes over to Kovison, but she can't hold on to it. Oh, and that is a heavy hit. Now that, I have no idea how, and that's going to be a penalty. I don't understand what that is. Wow, okay, so Hart's going to go off. Any chance I have that? Let's just see if I've got the main camera on this. No, it just caught the end of that. But, yeah, I think it was Gardner absolutely blasted one of the Thunder players. And no one was happy about it, but that was not the call, and I think it was a trip that happened afterwards that got Hart in the bench, or in the penalty box.
Yeah, it was a call from behind the play there, so puck wasn't near the incident.
And tripping is the call. 2 minutes for the power play for the Thunder. And that's going to go for an icing. That's not a good play there by the Thunder to lose a little bit of time on that one. So I think that all even seems like it evened out, because from that trip, I mean, maybe there was a trip there, but at least the Thunder are on the power play. That's the necessity here.
Yeah. The hit should have probably been called, but that called something else, so it sort of balances it out in a weird kind of way.
In a weird sort of karmic way. But they're going to have a chance here. They need to break out, and if the Thunder are going to get the lead here, they've got to have some sort of a tactical success here on this special team. They pass it across the ice, take a shot. That's deflected and goes over the top. Mullender's going to pick that up in the corner. Goes out to Lily. High shot. That hit Morgulus in the, looked like a chin almost.
She didn't see that till the last second either.
They continue with it. Vernal's behind the net. That pass goes to the point, but nobody home there. Lily was playing the center, and she's got to recollect. Milinkovic back out on the ice, but that's taken away by Kovison. She just picks it up, throws it away, and allows the Inferno to get a change. Kloss and Smith and Gardner and Biergaard go back out on the kill, and that's another icing call. That is another big mistake. And was it Goodman again?
Yeah, trying to generate speed through the ice by getting it
Just
into
missing the
zone
long
quickly.
pass.
Yeah, just missing that long pass.
Well, in the case of a power play, that's where it's particularly painful on that. And the Inferno win this one. Takes a shot. Gardner with a low one. Kick save by Thomas. Goes to the glass. And the Inferno hold on to it. They got to be careful to not overextend here, and they have not. So that's left behind. Smith played that back. Lilly with it for a moment. Now Linton throws it in, and that's going to go at least halfway down. Now Sam comes back in. They come in onside. She's got the zone. A pass through the middle there, but nobody could get onto it in the slot. So the Thunder cycle it back through. And a good defensive play there is
Great
Milenkovic was
by Kloss. Yep.
Yeah, Milenkovic was going to take a shot there. Sam with it. Sam's got to recollect it out of the zone, and they've got to reset. The penalty has expired. That's turned over.
Another good turnover.
Biergaard with a shot. Thomas kicks it into the wall. And that goes dangerously in front, but the Thunder have it, and they look to move that puck out. A chance. Milenkovic with a chance, but she couldn't get that shot through. And a call, and it'll be 6 on the ice.
That's for the Thunder as well.
So now it's an interesting one. The penalty box opening for business here. They're going to have to send somebody on the ice. They're going to have the face-off on the right side, but nobody's over there serving yet. They're going to send Goyle.
So it's interesting. Canterbury looked to only have 4 on, by my count, at that call as well. So the penalty must have just expired.
Yeah, it was exactly on that spot. So they get their full complement of skaters out. Godfrey with it.
Penalty for the Thunder.
A low shot through by Barnett. Goes the other side. They keep it in the zone for the moment. And that's a high stick that's going to be called on Vernal here as that comes up. Morgulis gets off the ice. Hart passes that out, and they've got 6 on the ice for the delayed call here. Vernal's going to go for a high stick. Godfrey with it, a shot, and that's the whistle there as Mullender, frustrated she can't do anything with it. She saw an empty goal in front of her, but I'm pretty sure she knew what was going on. And there's Vernal going off the ice. Not sure if we may have screwed that one up in the last minute there, but we're back in the main camera.
Definitely some dashed dreams there.
So a 5-on-3 for 1:25 here.
High sticking.
And Smith has it. That's sent in. Gardner being careful with it. Lily Cross and Mullender out for the Thunder 5-on-3 shot, and that is an easy glove save by Thomas. Well, it's a good
Things getting a
start.
bit physical in front of the net there.
There's a question about, it's interesting, Lily talking to the referee there.
I think the referee was just reminding her about the contact there in front of the net.
That shot goes into Thomas's glove and then goes over the crossbar. That shot gets deflected away, and Gardner's got to go collect it as the 5-on-3 continues. That goes into the zone, could go for an ice. No, it's not. It could have been played. Linton could have played it. And then that is going to go out of the zone. Kovason's got to chase this one down. And the Inferno wasting some time here on some line changes. Milenkovic knocking Kovason over on that play, taking the puck away. And now the Inferno finally have control of it with 21 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. They're going to come in the zone instead. Smith slaps it in. Hart's going to chase it down. We've got the full complement of skaters out there. 10 seconds to go on this one. It goes in front, and a good shot.
Great save.
Great save by Thomas as they put a puck right through the crease. And Thomas was able to get across that crease quickly.
Yeah, nice strong push from the post.
right up against it, and a good job there. So penalty has not yet expired. Okay, so it came out of the zone. Not sure if that was because somebody had knocked off the post. Either way, first penalty is expiring now. Cross with it. Now NZWIHL. 20 seconds to go on the high sticking penalty. Inferno a little bit slow to set this one up. Gordon with it now, looking for that entry pass. Walks through, takes a shot. Thomas gets a glove on it, and that gets a stop in play. Still 1-1 the score with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. 7 seconds on the power play remaining. And the Inferno trying their best to get that lead back before the end of the period. Penalty expiring just about now. Lily with it. They're going to come in 2-on-3. Lily with a shot. Morgulus sees it bounce in front of her quite a bit. That goes behind the net. And skated out and passed away to Linton. Ryle throwing it in. Smith getting to it first. And Millie Smith skating that one out herself. Throws it off the boards, going to go chase it down. That puck bounced out. A shot. That goes off the side netting. Sam getting to it. Oh, and a funny bounce. And it'll be Smith coming in with a shot. That hits Cross on the backside. And bounces down. Linton trying to get it out of the zone, but it's Patchett keeping it. She gets knocked off the puck. Cross has it now. Cross sends it on the other side of the ice, halfway up the boards. Stays with the Inferno. Pressure's on. Another shot that's kicked away. And Kovison getting knocked around by Linton. And I think it's going to be Kovison getting the retaliation. She is indeed.
Severe tripping, I'd say.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at this. You'll see Linton and Kovison just, there was that first chop, and then there's the trip to pay back and go into the box there. So a minute to go in this second period, and the Inferno are going to finish this one up on the penalty kill. They drop the puck. Shot. Oh, and that's a good one there. It just barely knocked aside by Morgulus into the glass. And that's past the length of the ice. A good chance already for the Thunder on this power play. Lily with it, sending it to Goodman. To Vernal. Vernal skates, goes behind the net. Vernal takes a tumble there. Arm stays down. Lily, long shot off the backboard, and a chop in front, and then Morgulus covers up that puck at the last second. Looked like a bowling alley there for a moment as everybody falling down, but
yeah, McGarlis found it through the traffic and dove on top of it.
when she got a hold of this, it took a little bit of and a stretch, and she finally got there. And a discussion, Lily again.
Yeah, she's clearly unhappy about something.
Face-off won by the Thunder. They hold on to it. It is Mullender. Mullender still holding it. No pressure there. Takes the shot. Morgulus glove save. And just 7 seconds to go in the period here. This is one of those tough power plays for the Thunder that you have to split the period. It's one of the toughest ways to get things going. And you only have 1 minute on either side. They stop that face-off.
Just shy of 5 seconds.
Yeah, they've got to put that back to, 2 seconds added. 7 seconds on the board, and they drop the puck. And that's another one. And that is going to be a delay of game penalty, I'm pretty sure. Boy, that is
exactly what it is.
Yeah, and the face-off should go on the other side. And just make sure if I've got the number correct on this, but that is...
So Thunder picking up a penalty there. 4.5 seconds on the clock. Not really what you want at the end of the period.
Mullender going into the box. It will be 4-on-4 for 1:03. There's 4.5 officially on the clock there. They send that to Gardner. She can't get anything on it. And that buzzer indicates the end of the second period. That was an interesting one. So seeing Mullender go for consecutive skate-ins on the you don't see this very often. So if I'm not mistaken, what happened in this case, Mullender was scooched in too far in the actual face-off circle when they dropped the puck, and she was warned and then did it again, and then that's the second face-off that was called off. And when she did that second time, that became the delay of game, which is the 2-minute penalty. And because of that, we finished 4-on-4, and we're going to start the third period 4-on-4 for a full minute.
Yeah, so they used to toss the player from the face-off and replace them, and that's what they do in the NHL. But the IIHF rules are a little bit different now, and you get a warning and then you get a delay of game. So that's...
Yeah, and the delay of game has to, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, was either it was scooching in, or if it was the player that was conducting it at the face-off dot, and that was the person that was being called for it, it has to be somebody that was on the ice that has to serve. But
yeah,
regardless of what it was, I mean, we'll get the details later, but that is what was called, and that will, I mean, it negates quite a bit of advantage for Lily and team who are on the ice for that power play, and it starts the third period off with an aggressive 4-on-4. So
yeah,
that is
4-on-4. It'll change the dynamics of the periods. We've seen the Inferno controlling the start and the end of the periods, with the Thunder actually having the majority of the possession during the middle of the periods. So,
and it was definitely an interesting. It felt like the possession again was still won by the Thunder, but the chances didn't feel all that off again.
No, I mean, the Inferno started the period strong and had a goal in the early minutes, followed by some excellent chances and some unfortunate early whistles that stopped multiple chances from finding the back of the net. But then Thunder transitioned well, caught Inferno on a really bad line change and converted it. So yeah, close game.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on as well with the physicality. You have Gardner taking that particular collision, and then you also have Lily complaining about what looked like maybe some tripping or other such things that are going on, and she's I gotta say, it's pretty funny watching her go off the ice, because she was doing the well, I won't get into that one, but she was not happy with what was going on the ice, that's for sure. So it's tough out there, and that's what happens when the physical play picks up, and that's what we've got here today. Another excellent hockey game with lots to talk about.
Absolutely, yeah.
And third period coming up in a tie game once again.
The emotions, get up there when it's tight and everyone's fighting for the puck as hard as they are. So it's only going to get a bit chippier, and
yeah, that was quite the period. So if you're here watching it with us today in the building or online, thank you for joining us. We will be back in about 10 minutes to bring you the third period here in Christchurch at the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. 1-1 the score between the Dunedin Thunder women and the Canterbury Inferno. We'll see you soon. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.Hart at harcourtsgold.co.nz.
Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Kickstart your fitness journey and keep yourself motivated through winter. Find out more about HGF at huddlegroupfitness.com. Canterbury Water Services. We provide a variety of quality water services and products to farms, lifestyle blocks, and residential properties in the wider Canterbury region. Your water specialists. CanterburyWaterServices.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez, here today with Mike Tobin. We are calling the game between the Inferno and the Thunder here, and boy, there's some math going on the scoreboard right about now, Mike.
Yeah, another close game as well. 1-1 at the moment. 4-on-4 about to start. So
yeah, it's going to be a a 4-on-4 start with about a minute where we're going to play 4-on-4, and just waiting for the players to get over into the penalty box as they start up. And it was a trip for the Inferno that started all of this, and then multiple face-off violations that led to a delay of game, which is why Covison and Mullender are headed over. And 4-on-4 to start as we get started with the third period here in Christchurch. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Matariki weekend here. Milenkovic taking it in the zone, skating quickly, passing it in front, and that gets knocked aside. Cross with a low shot, goes off the backboards, and it goes halfway out. That's going to be sent the length of the ice, but it is icing, not played. That was played by Thomas, so they maybe a mental error out of the locker room there, as that would have gone for a face-off the other side, of course. But Milenkovic with it, and the Thunder trying to play it. Maybe the other mental error, trying to get rid of it. It is still even hockey, 4-on-4. Gardner with it coming into the zone. Cross to chase it down. Inferno going for a change. Sam playing it. That pass goes off Hart. Vernal takes the line and gets knocked off her stick. Penalty expires for Covison, and she's back out on the ice. It is a power play for about 47 seconds for the Inferno. They spin that puck out. Covison's going to chase it, and some of the other Inferno offense back out on the ice. That pass going across the ice, a dangerous one. Covison knocking it into the corner, and it is Patchett picking it up at the Zamboni doors. Hart with it. Hart with a shot. That's just off target, going high and just a little bit left. Going behind the net again, out to the blue line. Godfrey with a pass low, and that one stuck to the Zamboni door as there's still some snow there. Pass through by Barnett, and then this one gets sent out of the zone. Godfrey with it. Godfrey's going to fling it back in. Penalty expires, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That will maybe go for an ice. Indeed, it is icing on the Thunder, and the first 2 minutes, a lot of disorganization, Mike.
Yeah, not a lot happening in that opening sequence. Unfortunately for either side, just not really getting into the groove of things straight off the bat.
That face-off won by the Thunder, sort of, and goes into Thomas. And some physicality again as everybody kind of stumbles towards the net. And we get a stop in play. We'll do it again.
Yeah, the puck wasn't covered then when that whistle went, sitting out in front of Lucy. So another early whistle there.
Seems to be a theme today. Anyway, another slap shot, and nobody saw that spinning through. That was a weird screen. Thomas watched it at the end, kind of spin like a top going by the crease area, but the Thunder throw it the length of the ice. No icing here, as it could have been played apparently. And that's Addison Hodge with it. She gets taken away from her. Gordon in for the rescue there. Chance for the Thunder from the point. Hortop Blair throwing it optimistically towards the net. Vernal there to pinch that in, but Gordon takes it away. A quick pass, and that does come out of the zone, but the Thunder have it, and it goes back to Lily. That one's taken away from Lily. Gordon passing that to Biergaard. Spins around, just not quite on target, but a good chance. And the Thunder have it. And sent back in. Inferno going for some changes. Langman and Jang back out on the ice. Lily's got it again. Heavy forecheck, and that's been working for the Inferno. And they do a good job of kind of pinning in the Thunder. They don't let them enter the zone until Vernal pushes that puck right past Godfrey, but Godfrey's got it now, and it's Vernal going off the ice. That was bounced by, and it'll be Thomas holding that one up. Again into the neutral third. And back to the Thunder. They've passed that one forward. Goodman trying to send it in. Smith's going to collect it for the Inferno. Goes to Langman. And that's sent into the corner. Gardner sending it out. Did she send it too far? Yes, she did. And Patchett having a hard time getting out on the ice. And they sort everybody out. It was an icing call, so Gardner goes back out. And so Mike, 4.5 in. Feels like just discombobulated, honestly.
Yeah. The both teams pushing hard to get some momentum and just shutting each other down really well.
It's just one of those situations where, you know, the leagues in in New Zealand generally, the men's and the women's league, they play back-to-back games, and this is period 6 within 25 hours. So you know the players are getting tired, but it seems very evident in this particular case that they're just not putting a lot of passes together at the moment compared to earlier.
No, that's right. And the physicality's coming up, picking up as well. So that's tiring.
It is tiring, and I think it's going to be whoever pushes through this one's going to be the winner this afternoon. It's more of a mental grind than anything else. Cross coming into the zone. Going behind the net again. Smith taking the puck off of her. Milenkovic there. Back to Smith. Goyle. Milenkovic. And it's Gardner getting the puck up to Hart. Hart gets it out of the zone. Jumps over the player that she was worried about, but Cross gets the puck. Sends it back. And the Thunder go for a change. That puck gets sent out of the zone. It's going to be Hortop Blair. Well, she gets it taken away from her for a moment, and now Lily, the safe pair of hands, goes and picks up the puck. That goes behind the net. Hortop Blair sending it around. Vernal with it now. Vernal trying to get that pass forward. She does. A chance, a shot, and that's missed. Mullender had that one for a little while, but just missed the target. It stays in play. Thunder with it. Hortop Blair with a shot. That's deflected away. Vernal gets it. Sent through the middle. And now Sam putting it a little deeper. Inferno going for some changes. And it's Sam with it now. Sends it behind. More top player sending it out to neutral. Mullender bothered for a minute. Vernal giving up the puck. And that one's sent off the boards. Godfrey plays it to herself. Godfrey with a big slap shot. Thomas gives up a rebound and then jumps on it. And we get a stop in play.
Yeah, it was a good sequence of play there, really. Good movement from Godfrey in the back.
It's another situation where the Thomas has spilled a pretty straight ahead shot just right at her, but the comes out of the glove. Anyway, we'll see Goodman come up the left side, takes a shot. That wrister is knocked to the left. She's put off the puck. Goodman looking for a call, doesn't get it.
Going one here.
Eccleton puts it through. Eccleton hits the deck. And it's clear the physicality is ratcheting up. A good hip check there by Gordon. Or let's say hip contact, because you don't check. My eyes are deceiving me. That was a good chance there, as it was Anderson with a backhand.
Yeah, Inferno giving up a 3-on-1 on the rush there.
Yeah, and there's some physicality right in the crease. Harris getting knocked away from that. Now Gordon takes the puck out of the zone, flips it, and Thomas knocking it aside. But that was a good shift there by Neris Gordon. And that puck goes across the ice, stays in the offensive zone for the Inferno. Hart with it, Hart looking for an outlet. Hart with a pass, but that goes to Milenkovic. Back out to the red line, another big collision. And Lilly doesn't play that one. It's Patchett with it. That's taken away, and Lilly plays it out. Milenkovic. Knocked away by Gardner and goes back to the Thunder. Halfway out. Gardner chopping at it. Comes in onside. Weil leaves it for Milenkovic. Gardner chasing it down. Kovison with it. Ryle puts it back into the corner. That's in front, a chance, and a good kick save. Another save. Thunder with a good chance there.
Yeah, excellent opportunities in front of the net there.
Gardner's going to send it out. Hits Kovison's stick. Thomas leaves it, no icing here. And Hart's going to chase on the forecheck as several other players go over the boards. That gets passed into neutral. Kloss sends it back in, and Lilly picks up that puck. Lilly with it, leaves it behind for Power. Back to Kloss. Kloss sends it into the crease and a goal! There's Gordon in the right place at the right time, and she makes it 2-1. Inferno take the lead.
That was a great extended period by Inferno applying pressure. Multiple turnovers by the Inferno led to that opportunity down low.
And I have to say that there was some sort of miscommunication by the Thunder there. The Thunder women just left Gordon in front of Thomas all alone and unbothered the entire time. It's that one's not on Thomas. There's not much you can do when you have a player just sitting there with no defense, and it works out well for the Inferno. And it's 2-1 with 10 minutes to go here in the third period.
Yeah, excellent redirection by Gordon in front of the net there.
Hortop Blair bringing it in, taking a shot that's knocked away by Smith. Vernal trying to get that back into the middle. Can't do it. Cross has it at the point, pinches it, sends it around past Coyle, goes into the corner. Smith collects it for the Inferno. That goes off a skate.
assisted by number 6.
Godfrey knocking it out. Kloss getting to it first, and Gordon's on the run again. Cutting the defense just a little bit too far in front of her. And as the Inferno change up, Gordon kept everybody at bay. And they've got the Thunder pinned in here for the moment. 3 on the forecheck. Langman going back out, and so is Hodge. And as that puck gets sent behind, the Thunder look to break that out. That's going to go the length of the ice. No icing here. Morgulis sending it away. Langman with it. Langman quickly gives it back to the Thunder. Sam with it. Now Harris, and taken away. Eccleton. Eccleton sending it to the other boards into space. Sam sending it behind the net. It's at the doors and goes back out, and it'll be Hodge to collect. Hodge goes across the ice, but that one goes directly to Rosie Harris. And Lily has it. She's going to take it in herself. Lily moving up the right side, takes the shot. Big deflection there. That puck goes behind the net. Another shot. A stick goes flying. And Hodge trying to get rid of it. Can't do so. It's still in with Goodman. And Milenkovic in front. Oh, and that wraparound, instead of just trying to slam it home, she took a wrister, and it was just a little bit high. Stays in play. And chance for Goodman, and a stop and a save by Morgulis.
Inferno looking a bit disorganized in defense there, scrambling a bit too much.
And here's where that puck comes out. And a good save by Morgulis in front. Linton to take this face off for the Thunder. She wins it, and that goes to Ryle. Ryle sends it around. And with less than 8 minutes to go, this one's going to be another tight contest at the end. Hart letting that go by from Power, and now Hart's got that puck. She dumps it deep, chases after it herself, but then gets outrun by Power. And she comes around, but then gives it up. Smith sends it forward. Hart collects, leaves it behind, shot. And Thomas gloves it and holds on to it for a stop. 7:15 to go in this afternoon's contest.
We're going to get a line change. Gordon's line going on.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this would actually, if they can get it in regulation, will tie them into second place. The Inferno, and don't quote me on that. I got to take a look at everything again. A shot in on Thomas. She holds on to it, and we do it again.
Yeah, a goal here at this stage of the game. Make it 3-1, which would be a good lead going into the final minutes.
Almost unassailable at the rate this is going here if they can get another one. Goes behind the net. Gordon trying to dig that one out, but it's Power that comes out with it. She passes it forward. Goyle trying to get that out. She does. And it's Mullender coming up the right side. Passes it to Vernal on the backhand. Takes the shot, and it gets through Morgulis, but it doesn't stay on target. And Morgulis jumps all over it with a big save, and they keep the lead. Here's the shot, and that bounced and came back as quickly as it left. And Morgulis without a stick, jumping all over it. What a big save there.
Another scrambly defensive moment for the Inferno.
So that's Mullender on the dot again. Everybody being a little bit careful. And they drop that one. Gardner getting to it first, but Mullender taking it away from her. Mullender going around, skating through the dot. Lily sending it deep. And now Godfrey has it. Godfrey sending it halfway out on the boards, and that bounces out. It'll be Lily collecting it. Lily going behind the cage. Kovison on the forecheck. And that gets pinched in at the zone, or at the point. And Godfrey sending it deep. Covison doing all she can to take that puck away. Lily goes down. Goyle with it for a moment. Now Hart has it. Godfrey sending it forward. Patchett to Godfrey. Big wind-up shot and a goal! Godfrey from the point, making it 3-1, and that's a big one for the Inferno.
Looks like it was tipped in front there. Definite redirection there.
Well, there was certainly a screen. I'm not sure I see a redirection on that particular replay. Maybe there was, but it looked like there was a full-on screen on that replay. And I don't think Thomas had any chance of seeing that at all. No. And it tickled the net. 3-1 the score. Inferno up by 2. So I'm going to drop the puck again here. Just a quick conversation. Everybody's got to get ready.
Yeah, so there's the goal that Inferno wanted, especially late in the period.
6 minutes to go here in the third. And Milenkovic taking it in the zone for the Thunder. Shot, and that goes right in on the logo. And it's Morgulus stopping it for a face-off. So it's that's a game changer for sure, and the Thunder are going to have to get fairly aggressive to get 2 back here in under 6 minutes.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens around the 2.5 minute mark, whether the Thunder pull the goalie earlier than yesterday.
Milenkovic with a chance in front and hits the crease. She just couldn't get a shot off, but that was a dangerous moment for the Inferno. The Thunder almost getting one back very quickly. Linton with it now. She passes it. That's redirected and goes out. And it's Gordon that's going to have to chase this down, but I think Sam's got the win on it, and she does. That'll be icing on the Inferno. And they'll move back. Let's see which dot they pick here. They're going to go left side. And that face-off is going to be an important one for the Thunder here. Mullender to take it. She wins it, pulls it back to Vernal. Vernal with a shot. That's deflected away. Funny bounce off the kick plate. And Biergaard takes it the length. Goes for the change. And it's clear the Thunder want some speed coming into the zone. Whether they can do that or not is a different question. They say that's in play. It was off of a player. Looked like it just sat on somebody's equipment and nobody knew where it was for a moment. Lily's got it. She's going to bring it in the zone. Takes a shot. Stick was knocked away. And Morgulus is going to jump all over that one to get a face-off with 4:38 to go in the third period.
She's not keen to give up any opportunities there. Just wants to stoppage and play and a structured face-off to get the game moving.
The safety of a face-off is exactly what she's after. Now Cross is being... Well, this will be another one. They're putting Sam back on the ice for a late change. So the arm was down when that happened, so Sam will have to go back out there. And they drop the puck. Thunder win it. Sam had it for a moment, but it's taken away. And Covison on the break. She's bodied off the puck there by 2 players. Lily's going to go for this one as she got pulled off. And we'll see what the actual call is. It is going to be a roughing call.
Not happy with that.
Nobody's going to... Honestly, didn't see that one coming. And the coach has just been ejected, I believe. Head coach for the Dunedin Thunder women has been ejected from the game.
Yeah, so that'll be a bench minor as well. So there'll be two men down.
Yeah, we'll see if it's going to be a 5-on-3. Well, I don't want to overstate that, but it did look like that's what they were signaling. And yes, that is the case. So whether or not it's 5-on-4, 5-on-3, we'll see. We'll just have to get that sorted out. That's Sam coming off the ice now, or coming over to the bench. And it'll be Anderson coming back on, I believe, to serve. It is indeed. So that is going to be the call. It's going to go 5-on-3. The Thunder clearly upset with what's going on, and that bench minor was enough to tilt it into a 5-on-3 situation. And now it's another discussion. So I believe they're not starting again. Now they go. Here we go. So face-off taken. Gardner wins it.
Penalty against the Thunder. Number 17, Rebecca Lilly for roughing. And number 28, Valerie Anderson for bench.
Gardner with it. Gives it to Smith. That shot goes off to the side. We were just hearing the PA announcer through the, just to make sure we had that one, and it is correct. It is a bench minor for the ejection. 5-on-3. Gardner with it. Looking to put this one away. Get a 3-goal lead on the board if they can. Smith with a low shot. That comes back out on a kick save. Another shot. Bounces. 2 bounces. And goes just to the side. Gardner with it now. Sitting with it. 3:40 to go on the clock altogether. So the Thunder are really going to have their work cut out for them here. Whether they play this for offense or not, that's Mullender going through the blue line here. And a collision, and that is Gardner that's going to go for an illegal hit.
Illegal hit. Yeah, it looks like they got a major penalty up on the board there.
Oh, you are correct. That is, yeah, not sure why that's a major, but that's a good observation. It was not. So it'd be a bench major, apparently. 2 minutes on the board for Gardner for an illegal hit. And the scoreboard, all the lights are on today, which was there was still some penalties yesterday, but it wasn't out of the ordinary. Today, this third period is really ratcheting up. So the math is it's 4-on-3 at the moment. The Inferno still have a power play officially. And we'll talk about the other stuff as it comes up. But that's Godfrey sending it through the middle. And with a 4-on-3, the Inferno have a lot of ice to work with out there. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But only 3 defenders. Linton with it, sends it around. And Barnett with it now. Barnett walking in, takes the shot. That goes off the gear and goes out of the zone. Godfrey's going to pick it up. And she passes it adeptly backwards to ensure that there's no turnover in a bad spot. Milenkovic trying to bring it in. They're off sides. They tag up. That puck comes in. And Barnett sends it deep as there's a change on. Cross coming back out. Linton with a dive. Cross with a good defensive play there. And the Thunder, there's 2 players coming out. So that was not a bench major. So I'm thoroughly confused, but apparently it was 2 minors and the scoreboard was incorrect. 0:49 to go on a 5-on-4. And that's a hit. Lilly taking out, who was that? Smith. That was a hard shot, but the arm stayed down. And
it looks like it was thought about.
It was thought about for sure. Goodman with a chance there. That puck was left behind. 18 seconds to go on what is the Thunder power play. And it's Morgulis stopping play. So, yeah, you know what? You were right, Mike. As we looked over there, suddenly it was a surprise because we saw like 0:47 and 3:47 on the board.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was listed on the scoreboard here as a major penalty, but it clearly was not a major penalty. Both players come off on that 5-on-3, which was a 4-on-3, actually. And then when those 2 penalties expired, suddenly it was a power play for the Dunedin Thunder women.
Yeah, I think that's what they're having a discussion about now. The board was confusing.
The board was completely confusing. It was confusing to us. It was wrong. And, you know, that'll be a talking point for the administrators later, but not for today.
So we should see a 6 on 4 here for 13 seconds, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do here. They have to get 2 goals back. So they'll have a face-off in the offensive zone, the Thunder will. And they're going to send everybody they've got on their top power play line. The goal's empty. Goyle and Vernal are out there. They're 6 skaters. Barnett hops out for the 4 skaters on the ice for the Inferno. 13 seconds of a power play. Thunder have it for a moment, but it goes out of the zone. Lily's got to control it, give it back to Sam, and with 90 seconds to go, they bring it back in the zone. Penalty's going to expire here, and they'll go 6 on 5 with just the empty net there. Sam putting it behind the net. Back out to Lily. She holds it in the zone. Gordon's back out there for the Inferno. Puck cycles. Goyle with it. And they flip it the length of the ice. Is it going to be on target? No, it's not. And that will be an icing call.
Just shy there.
So 57 seconds to go. And the Inferno.
You have to have a crack at that. Every time you get a shot, you need to have a go.
Well, it puts it away if it happens, right? So if it's
Absolutely.
a good shot, then why not?
Yeah.
It wasn't by much. But the Inferno still have to play defense here as the Thunder have their last chances at cracking this 2-goal lead. The Inferno have. And then the longer that puck stays up against the boards there, the better. And we have a stop in play and a whistle.
Yeah, referee thought it was trapped up on the boots there. It come out.
And that's going to give a line change. The most important thing about that whistle, which everybody was looking around for, is that it allows for a full change for the Inferno that were stuck out there after that icing call. 5 fresh players on the ice. Mullender to take this one for the Thunder. And that puck goes out of the zone. It's a chase. Lily's going to get there first. Lily doesn't have much time here. They need to break this out. Looking for the long pass. They do exactly that. That's offsides. Linton jumped it, and that's actually going to go for an icing call with 28 seconds to go. That faceoff will be on the other side.
They just called it offside here. They haven't actually called it an icing.
So it was offsides. Okay.
I would have gone with the icing as well, to be fair. I'm going to have a wee chat about that now.
Well, let's drop between Patchett and Mullender, and Patchett won it for a moment. Sam not able to bring it in. 24 seconds to go, and the Inferno have that puck. There's a shot. That's deflected, so no icing here, and that's going to do the remainder of most of this time that's on the board. 13 seconds to go. Lily sending it the length of the ice once again. No icing there, but it's going to come back out. 6 seconds to go. That one goes out of play. That's actually...
It's going to be a delay game.
Yep, that is 2 minutes for delay a game.
They're not going to call
They're not going to call that.
They're not going to call it.
No, they are going to call that. It is too...
They are calling it, yep. I think she was confused because it wasn't going to get called, and then it was called, and then she knew it was out. She knew it was a delay game, so...
Yeah, but she wasn't going to go until somebody told her.
Yeah.
And not that we needed any more penalties, but Gardner goes for a 2 minutes delay game. Ryle gets the puck, Linton gets it, and Sam can't take a shot because 3-1 is the final score. The Inferno win this one this afternoon. A stop-start third period, but they get it done. And in the end, they get all 6 points this weekend and jump right up the table, taking 2 from the Dunedin Thunder women. That's a heck of a series, Mike. That's closely contested all the way through.
Yeah, very, very close. And you know, hands to the Inferno on the win here today. With they worked hard. They held out on the pressure that Dunedin applied, and they managed to capitalise on the opportunities they got and came away with some goals that at times that they needed them. So
they sure did, and it was pretty clutch performance in the end. Just some individual efforts, but that long goal, that third goal, was so important that they got that screen. I think it was it Gordon on that one, and then
the tip from Godfrey with the
Godfrey.
slip.
It was Godfrey from the point. That one's seared in my memory as far as that one flying through. That was an outstanding goal.
They got a similar goal yesterday as well.
Yeah,
I think it was the go-ahead goal in the game yesterday.
No. It was Kovacin with the backhander that was the go-ahead for the fourth goal, and that was so good. That's
great. Yeah.
So pinpoint, and that was the difference. Really, it felt like it was very fine margins, and if these two teams play again, this is going to be worth every bit of the admission to see these two teams play. That was outstanding hockey this weekend.
Yes, really good hockey played this weekend indeed.
Number 88, Lucy Eccleton.
Lucy Eccleton with the player of the game, and it was Kate Vernal for the Thunder as well. But hockey won this weekend. Hopefully everybody has had a wonderful 3-day Matariki weekend here in New Zealand or wherever you're joining us from. Thank you for joining. For Mike Tobin, myself, Matt Chavez, we will be signing off here next weekend here at the Alpine Ice. It'll be the men's turn. The Red Devils will be back in action. We'll see you next Saturday at 4:30, hopefully here in the arena. We pack it out, or online. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you very much.